Todd Young Online presents Young Tales. Tales for the young and the young at heart. Today's story, Bulfinch's Mythology, King Arthur and His Knights. Episode 3, Merlin the Enchanter. In an age between faith and legend, when angels and demons still walked unseen among men, there was born one who bridged both worlds, a child of mystery, half mortal, half spirit. His name was Merlin. They say his mother was a maiden of pure heart, but his father was not of this earth. He was an incubus, a spirit of the air, neither wholly wicked nor good, but of a race that moved unseen between heaven and hell. When her child was born, she feared what he might become. She fled to a priest who hurried the babe to baptism, and thus saved him from his father's fate. Those strange powers clung to him still. From his earliest years, Merlin spoke of things no man had taught him, of storms yet to come, of kings unborn, and of the secret hearts of men. At that time, a usurper ruled Britain, Vortigern, who had seized the throne and slain the rightful king. Yet he lived in fear, for the true heirs, Uther and Pendragon, still lived in exile beyond the sea. The god himself, Vortigern, built a mighty tower upon the mountain. But each night, what the masons raised by day came crashing down before dawn. His magician said the stones would never stand until the foundation was washed with the blood of a child born without a mortal father. A child? Like Merlin, the audience whispered. And so the king's men went searching until they found him, the strange boy with eyes like stormlight. They brought him before the king, and Vortigern asked, "Child, do you know why my tower will not stand?" Merlin, calm and confident, "Yes, my lord. Your magicians are false. The fault lies not in your stones, but beneath them. For below your foundation slept two dragons, one red as fire, one white as snow, whose endless war shakes the ground and topples your work." The king doubted him, yet ordered the earth dug, and behold, from the depths came two vast serpents, red and white, their scales shining like flame in moonlight. They rose coiling and began to fight, while all the court fled in terror, all but one. Merlin stood his ground, clapping his hands, shouting encouragement at the dragon's battle. At last the red dragon fell, and the white one slipped away through a cleft in the rock, vanishing into the earth. "You see," said Merlin, "the red dragon is your reign, Vortigern. Let me try that again. The white dragon is the true line of kings. Soon Uther and Pendragon will return, and you will fall." And so it was. The princes returned, Vortigern's castle burned, and the rightful bloodline rose again. Pendragon took the throne, and Merlin became his greatest counselor. He built for the king his harbors and halls, ships that defied the sea, and towers that reached the clouds. His arts were deep and strange. He could change his form at will. At times he appeared as a child, at others a beggar, a knight, a stag, or a hound. None could say where he truly dwelt, for the air itself seemed to serve him. He was a prophet, magician, and maker of kings. And through the reigns of Pendragon, Uther, and Arthur, he guided the fate of Britain. But even the wise are not safe from love. Merlin beheld a maiden fairer than dawn, Vivienne, the lady of the lake. To her he taught the secrets of his art. Though he foresaw it would lead to his ruin. "Teach me, my lord, to make a charm so strong that none may undo it," she asked. "A place where we might dwell together, untroubled forever." "I will teach you all you wish," Merlin said softly, "though it bind my soul." For love had blinded him, and she, smiling, wrote down all he revealed. One spring morning, as they walked through the forests of Brocaland, we're going with that, they came to a thorn tree white with bloom. They rested beneath its shade, and Merlin, weary, laid his head upon her lap and slept. Then Vivienne rose, drew her veil in a circle around them, weaving enchantments 9 times over. The air shimmered, the earth grew still. When Merlin awoke, he found himself within a crystal tower surrounded by light, and realized that his prison was of his own design. "You have deceived me, my lady," said Fate, "unless you stay, for none but you can undo this spell." "Then I will come often, my love," Vivienne said. "You shall never be alone." She kept her promise, and he was never seen among men again. Years later, when Arthur, king, sought him and could not find him, he sent many knights in search of his old advisor. Among them rode Sir Gawain, who, passing through the forest of Brocéliande, yep, we're still going with that, failed to greet a lady by the road. For that discourtesy, she struck him with enchantment, turning him into a hideous dwarf. Oh, thanks to the ladies. "Mercy, what curse is this?" Gawain cried out desperately. As he wandered, lamenting, he heard a voice, faint, echoing, as though from the air itself. "Do not fear, Gawain. I am here, within the smoke before you," said Merlin. "I am Merlin." Yep, we just established. "And my prison is of love's making." "Can you not be freed?" asked Gawain. "No, nor would I undo it, for fate cannot be broken. But carry this message to Arthur, that the quest of the sacred grail must soon begin. The knight destined to find it has already been born." With that, his voice faded, leaving Gawain alone. Though his curse was lifted, all came to pass as Merlin foretold. Some say Merlin still lives deep beneath the hills of Wales, in a cavern where he commanded spirits of the air. There in the dark, the sound of chains and hammering is said to echo. The work of demons bound to complete the last task he set before his capture, a brazen wall to encircle his city, Caer Merlin, which men now call Carmarthen. I think I got that right. And if you walk those hills at dusk, they say you can hear it still. The tolling of invisible hammers, the groaning of spirits bound by a master long vanished. So passes Merlin, prophet, magician, and maker of kings. He built the halls of... He built the halls of Arthur's Britain, foresaw the coming of the Grail, and vanished into legend, bound by love and destiny alike. Yet some whisper he sleeps still, waiting for the day when the world will need his wisdom once more. And here's where we end for today. Young Tales is produced and narrated by Todd Young from Todd Young Online. If you enjoyed this, please like and subscribe and join us next time for another story. Thank you for your support.